Hello, my lovely Geminis. I'm Empath Divine, your intuitive reader. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, returning and new subscribers. If you want to book a reading, follow my other social media platforms. That's in the description box, as always. Gemini, I decided to do a timeless reading that revolves around inner guidance messages and self-care messages for you. You can always look at my playlist. I have a whole group of messages, timeless messages with that you can look at as well too, along with these readings, because they definitely could resonate for you. And definitely make sure you check out your sun, moon, and rising sign and take what you feel apply to you. Okay, self-care, self-love is very important. So we want to touch a base currently what's going on that you need to know for your highest good. So let's give you an inner guidance message right now, Gemini, to see what you need to know. What do we have for Gemini? Okay, look at this. Keepers of the earth, you guys have. You are not alone, Gemini. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. Wow, yeah, this is very powerful. Actually, this card is giving me chills right now, but in a good way as I see this. And I feel like some of you tend to get chills and goosebumps out of nowhere, and this is because of the powerful essence and the energy and vibrations that your ancient ancestors hold for you. So when we hear ancients, like we're hearing ancients like BC ancestors, that kind of ancient ancestors that you have behind you, like they have your back. You even have spirit animal ancestors around you too. You have a whole tribe behind you. And sometimes I'm hearing too that even at night when you're sleeping or whatever, like you feel heavy energy around you. Sometimes it can get a bit overwhelming. You may feel a little afraid because of the energy, but it's okay. Your ancient ancestors are there to support you, because you're doing such a powerful job here on earth, and they're here to have your back. I'm hearing the word standing ovation. That's why I kind of hesitated, because it was coming through spirit saying standing ovation, and I just see people standing up clapping for someone. So there is a couple of you out there, Geminis, that's doing some very powerful work. You definitely could be doing something like a advocate, or something that you are speaking, like being a public speaker or just speaking, and it's like the ancestors and people here on earth is giving you standing ovation. Okay, so you're doing the damn thing even when you may feel like you're not. You're not alone. Some of you probably have a significant other, may even have kids or family, but you still can be in that energy that you feel like you're alone because you feel like you're out of place and people don't understand you. But listen, your ancestors have your back, and pretty soon the people that don't understand you will understand you, Gemini. And there's a lot of recognition and respect on your name that people will have to give, Gemini. Okay, very powerful energy. So I'm going to give you these two self-care messages for you as well. Okay, so you have positive affirmation. So Angel 41, you can look up that number along with 49, spending time with friends. So positive affirmations, I love this. I love myself and healthy, happy, brave, beautiful. You definitely could write some positive affirmations, because Gemini, you guys tend to be in your thoughts heavy a lot 24/7, especially Gemini moons. Okay, I feel like the Gemini moon people really are in their thoughts extra heavy, and affirmations definitely do help. Whatever that you are thinking about yourself negative, you can always return that into positive. So if you're thinking bad about calling yourself dumb, or saying you hate yourself, or you feel like you're fat, or whatever, I'm just using examples here, it's really time for you to switch that, okay, and talk positive, because you don't realize how powerful you are, Gemini, that you can manifest anything what you say. You have a way with your tongue and your words. Okay, so you got to watch the energy that you put out there, because if you sit there and say, I'm never going to be successful, I'm going to be this, that, and that. Like, you don't realize the energy that you have, the way how you speak. You don't realize that. So positive affirmations is really powerful for you guys to do. I mean, some of you guys are probably already doing it, so that could be confirmation that that's good that you're doing it. But it's kind of like a friendly reminder to remind you to set these affirmations high about yourself, and to always think the highest about yourself. Okay, so we have spending time with friends. I feel like some of you might need a little break from, I'm hearing the outside world, or break from, I feel like some of you could be too serious sometimes, or just stressed a lot, and I feel like a lot of you could spend time with friends or close family, or even people that is on the same I'm hearing soul plane, like soul level as you as well, Gemini. Okay, so let's just give you a couple more cards with the tarot cards to see if we have any more inner guidance and self-care messages for you. Okay, 2 came out. Yeah, look, here's you and your thoughts with that 8 of Swords. Look at that. that Nine of Wands and Eight of Swords and Seven of Pentacles. Okay, Seven of Pentacles is like you guys are working really hard for change. You are setting things in stone. You are trying to like build, and sometimes you do lose lack of faith in yourself and lack of faith in the situation. You do have a tendency, this is something you definitely need to work on, Gemini, with yourself. With this Eight of Swords and Nine of Wands, you have a tendency of being in your thoughts. You constantly, I'm hearing this sometimes, Gemini, you constantly speak it into existence that you're always going to be stuck. You're always going to be, not financially stable. I'm just giving you examples that what you guys can be thinking with this Eight of Swords. But this Eight of Swords usually is all in the mind, and you have this energy of feeling stuck and feeling like you can't move physically and mentally. And with the Nine of Wands can be that energy of you like downplaying yourself and not giving yourself the most credit and thinking the worst about yourself. So definitely positive affirmations definitely will help you guys right now in your journey right now, Gemini, because you have a tendency to really think down about yourself, and you don't even realize how much people looks at you, Gemini, and they are astonished by the things that you do. Remember what I told you? I could see people standing up clapping for you, and that's on a spiritual plane in here on earth. Okay, look at that Five of Pentacles with struggling. You struggle a lot, okay, and I feel like you struggle with, look, your energy Queen of Swords coming out reverse. You struggle with yourself. Okay, the lack of confidence and believing in yourself is issues that you have to tackle on. Okay, you could be struggling with some things financially right now too, and that definitely can have you like having lack of confidence and harsh judgment on yourself. But I feel like this is something that definitely could be changed, that you definitely would need to work on. Okay, it's time to stand in your power and believe in yourself. Okay. You have the Knight of Pentacles being reversed. I feel like with you guys, you may feel like sometimes that you are not, I seen 707 too. You may feel like you're not persistent enough, Gemini. You feel like things are not moving in at a fast rate that it should be moving. So you tend to judge yourself, but you feel like you lack consistency. But it's not the case. Just know that everything's working out. Your ancestors have your back, okay? You are laying the seeds down. And remember, when you're planting the seeds to your foundation, it takes time to grow. This is a big tree you're trying to plant, Gemini, and it's going to take time to grow. And you have to realize people are noticing you. Gemini, if you feel like people are not noticing the work that you've been putting in, I mean, I know you guys have been looking at your weekly readings and your 2022 readings. You guys got some good energy coming in for you, so people will begin to start noticing you. Okay, with that Knight of Pentacles being reversed is that energy that you may feel like you're not moving fast enough. But I definitely do feel, as an inner guidance and self-care reading, that it's time for you to start working on self. Okay, it's time for you to start purging. It's time for you to start setting intentions high about yourself. Okay, don't be afraid to pray and confide into these ancient ancestors for strength and guidance. Do burn bowl rituals. Okay, you can find a cauldron bowl or a safe fireproof bowl, and you can write down the things that you think about yourself that's negative or situations, and release that and burn it. Okay, and then when you do that, that's when you do the positive affirmation. So it's like you release and then you bring in. Okay, don't be afraid to speak to someone if it's getting too hard to the point you feel like you can't battle things on your own. This is why Queen of Swords is coming out reverse, because it's like you're not communicating and expressing yourself clearly, Gemini. So do not be afraid to speak to someone about the thoughts you're having. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay, don't be afraid to confide into that close friend. Don't be afraid to, you can even speak to a spiritual practitioner. You can speak to a counselor, a therapist, or you just pray about it. So there are things that you can do. Do know that things are going to progress and work for you. But it's really time for Gemini to start believing in Gemini right now, okay? So I definitely hope this resonates for you, Gemini. You can always give it a thumbs up. Please continue to share my channel so I can help it grow. And always make sure, Gemini, that you hit the subscribe and bell button. And please, guys, yet again, check out your sun, moon, and rising signs, because it's definitely important. It will give you more messages that you need to know for your self-care and inner guidance messages, okay? And these are timeless readings, okay? So this energy applies at any time, okay? So please make sure, Gemini, that you put yourself first. Know your worth. Until next time.